today with Dr. Gogol of Ayurvedic Services. And we're here to talk about this fascinating subject, Ayurveda. It's got many commonalities with Feng Shui because we're talking about the environments. Now, Feng Shui is a 4,000-year-old Chinese philosophy, so it's nothing new. People think it's a new fad, change your environments on the outside, what colours do you put in, how to change it around. No, this was a philosophy that only certain people knew about in China 4,000 years ago. And still to this day, very few people really truly understand what the meanings are about the I Ching and the Book of Change, and how when we change things in our outside environment, our mental state, our emotional, psychological state also start to change. Now, what's this got to do with Ayurveda? Well, interestingly, Ayurveda is also an ancient philosophical system, but it's from India, also over 4,000, 5,000 years old. And I noticed there were a lot of commonalities, and it's actually dealing with the environments on the inside. So we are changing our bodies all the time inside, and our bodies are naturally changing as well. There's processes going on all the time. But today I've got an amazing doctor of Ayurveda with me, and we're going to find out just exactly what is Ayurveda and how can we find out more, and how does it work, and how those differences make a huge, big impact upon us by living our lives the Ayurvedic way, looking at our environment. So thank you, Dr. Gogol, for coming today. Hi.
Thank you.
We've also got some of the apparatus here to show you. But can we just kick off with, how would you describe Ayurveda? What is it?
So as already you say that there's a main similarity with the Feng Shui. So Ayurveda, it's a word itself is having a meaning, because in the world every word is having a meaningful thing. So when we take the Ayurveda itself, it has a particular meaning. It's a very important, and it's one of the, we can see it's one of the main important meanings. That's Ayu and Veda. Here Ayu, the words means life, and Veda means that it's science. So the science which deals with the life is called as Ayurveda. So it's not a particular life, not a human life. The whole universe is having life for a life human being or life living thing.
Totally holistic,
Yeah.
incorporates everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. So the science which deals with a life, because whatever things are there in a living being, and whatever the things are there, it's been explained in the living being, it's been explained through Ayurveda for the sake of understanding for the human being.
Yeah.
It is like a holistic thing, you are saying the right thing. It was the first ever medicine which has been predicated from in the universe to know human being, so that because we human being have the only power to make others to get good from the health. So it just propagated from the ancient people, like 6,000 years before, as humans the science having 4,000, 6,000 years before, the life existed as disease was starting to succeed people. Then the science arose and it propagated all the world, and it slowly propagated till now to make the human being prepare their body to get harm or get rid from the disease to make as a human being.
Okay. And you said before you started this interview that actually it's not treating the disease.
Yeah.
It's treating
The human
the
body.
human being as a whole. And we are, as you know, made up of bones and cells, and it actually goes to the very nucleus of the many billions of cells that make us up. And I find it fascinating that this particular philosophy and approach to dealing with people's conditions is not actually more common, given some of the results that I know about. But before we go on to that, some people really they don't know enough about it, and I think a good way of explaining it is those three doshas. What does those three doshas mean?
Yeah, what I have been explaining is right, because in Ayurveda what it has been stating that because we don't need to treat a disease. Yeah, we have to treat a patient as a whole because Ayurveda, the science teaches or science gives the idea that the body is a miraculous. Body is a miraculous thing ever God has made. It has the capability to overcome whatever things, whatever harmful things in there. Each and every minute from the birth till the death, our body is succeeding each and minute disease from itself without knowing ourselves.
Yeah.
So what it is mean, because when our body didn't have that capability to overcome the disease, outcome is there. So then we will know that we have some disease. So it is better to treat the body to make it rectify to the old way naturally, so that the body itself will treat the disease. We don't need to treat the disease, we have to treat the body.
And when you say body, what I noticed in the research that I've been doing, that you refer me to, is we're not just dealing with a body like in a lot of Western medicine, we're just dealing with a hand or arm, broken leg or a cancerous scenario. We're actually working with the mental, psychological, emotional aspects of those people, of which there are many different kinds of people, isn't there? I mean, the Chinese yin-yang system, they talk about 10,000 different kinds of peoples in the world. We're all unique, but we can fall into 3 areas of looking at how you can be treated. So what are those 3 areas?
So normally not 3 areas, we can say that, as you say that, the mental, psychological way. Because in Ayurveda we believe, or because we can think that, because how or why a living being is being considered as a unique thing apart from the universe. Because Earth is the only thing that among all the planets, their life exists. Then how does life exist in a human being? So there are so many cosmic theories is being there. So there is a mind in every being. Every human being or every living being, there is a mind. That mind controls us to do like this, to do like that, to do like that. So what we consider that this particular mind is there in a particular place, but the whole body or the whole cells, what we consider as the minute things, every cell, its own is having some particular mind. A portion of mind is there. That is why they live together as an organism. So it's just like a family, a human body is just like a family of cells. We say that family of things. It is like a family. It's a happy family. So when how this happy family broken down is some cells or some things get ruptured. So for example, if you take a family, some people are rude or some people just harmed or some people get detached from that equilibrium. What happened? The family, the peace will be lost.
That's right.
The same thing happened with the human being. When all the family, all the organs, all the system, all the cells just unite and we feel happy, if any part or any cells get acquired or get harmed or get detached from that equilibrium, it causes some problem and it gives a center that something is there. So body doesn't need the help of anything outside because it's just like a family and any problem inside it will rectify by its own.
Now this is fascinating, I have to tell you, because we're talking about environments, but we're talking about like cells each of them have got their own mind inside, and a lot of these scientists are coming out saying, the cells they've got a brain of their own, as if, they've just suddenly discovered this. But you're saying that this is why Ayurveda is the way it is, because this is their initial approach and understanding to the human body and mind. And so my understanding is that, you teach or encourage through treatment how to return to the equilibrium and the balance inside by treating those cells and bring them to come together.
It's an equilibrium.
And so that is really the thrust of Ayurveda. It's the process of reigniting the balance and bringing that back into that person's body so that they become balanced.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, have I got that right?
Yes, correct. Because it's an appropriate no, because several people or so many people from the world will ask what is Ayurveda. So someone asks what is modern medicine. Modern medicine is a medicine which is having this treatment of this misalignment like that. We can explain how to do that.
Yeah.
So when someone asks what is Ayurveda, so some directly if I say you say 3 tumors and those 7 tissues, nothing there. In single word, single line, a single sentence, if I can explain to one what is Ayurveda means, making a body to back to the equilibrium which it can maintain, no disease can happen to him, is called as Ayurveda.
There you go, folks. That is a really, really fantastic, just succinct way of understanding what exactly Ayurveda is. And I would like at this point to read out a quote which I really like. And it's called, Ayurveda teaches that the patient is a living book, and for understanding their psychological and physical well-being, he or she must be read daily. So that suggests in some ways that the individual has to take responsibility to read their own body daily. And I, as a health professional myself, and have been in over 2,000 homes treating people with all kinds of health conditions, whether it be the elderly, paediatrics, all age groups, all cultures, what I have seen and observed is that people don't read themselves at all. They're often reacting to stimuli on the outside, and that impacts on the inside, and it starts to build up a imbalance. And my observation has, in relation to Ayurveda, is that people don't have a relationship with themselves. They don't, and listen, I didn't. I'm learning this myself, folks. The relationship to me, not just me up here, but the spiritual, the physical, how do I take care of myself? What do I put in my mouth? What kind of exercise can I do to talk to the cells inside? I've done lots of meditations, teaching to get people to realise that they have to relate to the cellular aspects within themselves. Many of our talks, we've actually spoken about this cellular connection.
Yeah, sure.
So, can you just tell me a little bit about when you've assessed somebody, can you say what the cells, how are the cells treated in Ayurveda?
Yes, so many. Because if we ask in the cellular, why I am taking this cellular level, because everything has started in the minute level. So if you take in the human body, the body itself starts from the cellular level, then tissue level, then the organs, then the whole body has been happening. So for example, for a while I will be explaining, as a human being, if you take a human being as a whole, so what is happening is, our life is going in such a way that we do not think of our body till something calls to us. So we nowadays, what happened, because I am saying in the now, today world, what is happening is so many sedentary diseases are there due to our sedentary lifestyles. Because our job, our stress, our family, our all the things, we are running about something we are running about. So we are not looking at the body. So for example, I would say, if someone will ask the question when I tell them, no sir, we are taking, after a long job, I am taking a 1 month free life, a vacation is going. So can I ask them that, you are in a vacation, but you are happy. Can you judge that your body is happy? In the vacation, whatever you have done in your sedentary lifestyle, you are judging more than you are going to a restaurant, big food, heavy food, giant meals, you are planning alcohol, so many. You are happy, your mind is happy, but your body is not happy. There you feel, because we are not at all caring our body
about ourselves
until something pinch you, or something, the disease start pinching you. You will think, oh, something is there. Something is there. A fever comes, something is there. But then only you will judge that my body is something happening. Then we start, it's just like how we can compare this? Just compare with your vehicle. Because when it is going on, all the day you can go. Because when we buy a car, it will be in the perfect condition. So after 50,000 kilometers, it can run. But it can run when it was by new, it will not the condition when it is. It's the same thing the human being.
It's interesting, I can pick up from what Dr. Gopal is saying is that we actually are detached from our bodies. It's got nothing to do with us, but actually, as you know, the aging process, or if you're traumatized in any way or diseased, that actually that's when you are hitting a brick wall and you are forced to go inside. And I think Ayurveda is one of those philosophy. It's a philosophy first and foremost, and then there's the manifestation of how you relate to your world through Ayurveda. So we're going to stop there, Dr. Gopal, and in our next session we're going to be looking at how do you assess people, first of all, for what do they need. And so we'll join you then. Thank you, Dr.